Hey guys, today I'm looking at Night in the Woods. So I'm not a fan of this game. I really don't like it, enjoy it. And for a few reasons. Like I don't know how to say this, but like I was actually really excited for this game. The trailer got me really hyped. I was expecting like a cool, fun, interesting, personalized story, and it is a personal, told story. You're May. You're this cat girl basically who dropped out of university, came home, living with your parents, spending day to day, back to back. You kind of meet up with your old high school buddies. Goth crocodile. Punks. This bear guy, and so you kind of just hang out. Like I don't know. I was expecting some kind of introspective story about a character, and it does kind of get that. And May is kind of like, oh, she has a crush on this guy. She goes to like this party, they're drinking, she gets really drunk, she confesses she has a crush on him, and he's like kind of like, I don't care, and she makes a fool of herself and dances and then goes home. And like I don't know, I just find that the writing of the game, I just don't care for it because things just kind of happen, but it doesn't impact or change anything. And God, like I really tried to like this game and play it, but I just could not do it. I mean, the platforming is pretty fun. It's all right. You go around the town, you jump on the power lines, you like platform places. The animation is pretty nice. I really like how they have these big eyes. It's almost Wind Waker-ish in its style. But it's just very, I don't know, pessimistic. The characters kind of hang out. They don't have anything to say. It's more like a weird short story that you would have read in high school about these people who just exist, I guess. But there's no overarching theme or message, and again, like the dialogue doesn't, it's not interesting. It's not like Earthbound styled or Zelda styled or any style really. It's just like whatever. The characters will say things and then they'll go do whatever. It reminds me in a way, strangely of all things, of Red Dead Redemption 2, where you had the opening sequence where you get into a bar fight when you get into the first town, and like I don't know how to say this, but I just felt so bored and disengaged. I was like, why is this happening? Like, why can't I get into this? And I realized, okay, so you had this bar fight, and Dutch kind of reprimands Arthur a little bit, but he kind of more so laughs at him, and you beat up like the bar owner, and like you beat him to a pulp in the mud, and it's like kind of gross or whatever. Like I mean, it's supposed to be right, but that whole thing happens, and there's no change. There's no change in the characters or the attitude. Like, oh yeah, that just happened, and now we're getting back to the rest of the game or the rest of the business. It feels like the pacing is so off in Red Dead. I mean, Red Dead, my contention is that it's more of a simulator than a story-based like Western shooter game. I mean, there is a story, but the pacing of it is so disjointed. It's like, okay, we're doing a train robbery. Now we're doing like animal skinning. Now we're doing a bunch of tutorial activities that are like stereotypical Western, things. And I'm looking at this thinking like, okay, so these are just like gameplay scenarios, but they're not related to each other. And so that's when I realized that, each mission or each part of a game, like it kind of has to like grow on it. It has to go somewhere. And I felt the exact same feeling I felt in this game, where I was doing like day 1, day 2, day 3, and it wasn't going anywhere. It wasn't like there was some mystery, like I think someone was missing, but no, I think that's later in the game. But it's just like, okay, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to go out, I'm going to be aimless and do whatever and just, mess about and hang out with my friends. And it's like, that's great and all, but I'm not going to spend my time doing that for a long enough time. And so, I just quit it. I dropped it and said, if we're on a journey with this game or this story, because it is really more story based and more visual novel than platforming. Okay, platforming is there, but I mean, come on. It's really about the dialogue and the story. And if that is your keystone of the project, like that has to be tight. It has to be good, and you have to, on a subjective level, like it. And I simply did not. May is, a fine character. She's bitter, cynical, very irreverent about everything, and kind of bitter about it too. And just, oh, life sucks. And so it's just her saying life sucks. It's like reading some girl's diary, and it's like, okay, like what's gonna happen here? Is there gonna, because when I saw Night in the Woods, I saw there was something in, like, there's something in the woods, there's some mysterious thing, and I did not expect to be hanging around like college dropouts all talking about their personal problems and crying together and being bitter. It's like, I don't care. I do not give a single damn about any of this. So it was just really, really, really strange to me, like what this game was and what I expected to be. I love the trailer song. I love, the look of it, the animation. I love a lot of things about it. And then I play it and I hate it. So it was a really weird experience. I've had people try to tell me, oh, you have to give it a second shot, and I did. And I tried to pay attention to why I didn't like it, and it was the dialogue. It was just, everyone was kind of ironic. No one was genuine or serious about anything. And nothing was happening. Like, that is a recipe for a non-story, and I guess some people might like that. And like, I mean, I swear, I was ranting to someone else about it, saying, oh, it's the most hashtag relatable game, whatever, where it's just like, a typical loser girl experience, and like, okay, that's cool, that's emotional, that's whatever. But I'm like, oh, it's so relatable. It's too relatable. It's like either you subjectively relate to the character or you absolutely hate the game, because it really has nothing to offer. Either you are this character and you relate to them, or you just, I guess, don't play the game. Like, I don't know what else to say. And it's funny, and I laughed really hard because I went to, the reviews for this game, and they all, like, the very first word I saw was, this game is, like, very relatable. It's like, oh my, what did I say? What did I say? So yeah, I sadly, I wish I could say something. Well, I can say something nice about this game. I love the animation style. I love the platforming. I love the tone of the trailer, and the visuals and whatever, and the music. But my God, I wish it's like the hot girl that you wish didn't open her mouth and started talking. It's just one of those. I don't have anything else to say about it, unfortunately, and yeah, sadly, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.